Over 60? Build muscle. While you sleep with these 5 foods. What if I told you that after 60, every single night could be stealing away your strength? Not slowly, not gently, but at a pace so fast you could lose in 1 year what it once took 10 years to lose. That's right. While you're lying in bed, thinking your body is resting, a silent thief may be dismantling your muscles piece by piece. Now, some people shrug and say, "Well, that's just aging." But I don't buy that, and neither should you, because I've seen too many patients prove otherwise. Muscle loss isn't some unchangeable curse. It's a fight. And the good news? You already have the weapons right in your kitchen. Imagine this. Instead of waking up weaker, you could wake up stronger. Instead of losing independence, you could reclaim it, simply by choosing the right foods before you close your eyes at night. Sounds unbelievable? Stay with me, because in just a moment I'll reveal 5 bedtime foods that can flip the switch from breakdown to rebuilding. And let me warn you, the first one will surprise you. But number 1? That's the shocker. It's cheap, it's common, and it's so powerful that if more people knew about it, supplement companies would panic. But before I dive in, I need your help. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend who deserves to stay strong, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you the hidden truths about aging that nobody else is talking about. Get ready, because we're about to pull back the curtain on secrets most doctors never mention. And by the time we count down to number 1, you'll understand exactly what to eat tonight to stop that silent thief in its tracks. Let's start with something simple, but incredibly powerful. Greek yogurt, with walnuts and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Now here's why this combination works. Greek yogurt is packed with casein protein, and casein is different from the quick proteins you find in a whey shake. Casein digests slowly, drip-feeding your muscles with amino acids all night long. Think of it like hiring a team of night shift workers. While you're asleep, they're quietly repairing, reinforcing, and rebuilding every muscle fiber that was worn down during the day. And there's another star player inside that yogurt: leucine. This is the amino acid that acts like the light switch for muscle growth. Without enough leucine, your muscles don't get the go signal to build new tissue. And here's the catch. As we get older, our bodies become less sensitive to those signals. It's like the switch gets rusty. Younger people need just a little push, but after 60, you often need 2 to 3 times more leucine to flip that same switch. A single cup of Greek yogurt can deliver close to that threshold, making it the perfect weapon before bed. Now let's add the walnuts. Walnuts bring in healthy fats and omega-3s, which do 2 crucial things. First, they slow digestion even further, keeping that stream of amino acids flowing for hours. Second, they fight off chronic inflammation, the hidden fire that eats away at muscle as we age. I often tell my patients, protein builds the house, but healthy fats protect it from burning down. And then comes the cinnamon, more than just flavor. Cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar overnight. That matters because sudden spikes and crashes in blood sugar can block the release of growth hormone, one of the key hormones your body produces while you sleep to repair and regenerate muscle. In other words, cinnamon keeps the environment calm and steady, so your hormones can do their job. Let me share a quick story. A patient of mine, a 72-year-old man, used to complain about waking up feeling weak, almost shaky in the mornings. We added just 1 serving of Greek yogurt with a few walnuts and cinnamon before bed. 6 months later, his hand grip strength, a critical marker for longevity, improved by over 25%. That's not from supplements or fancy powders, but from a bowl of yogurt he enjoyed like dessert. And trust me, this is just the warm-up. If this simple snack can do so much, wait until you see the next one. Because the fuel it provides is so valuable that even professional athletes chase after it. Yet almost no one tells seniors about it. Next up is a snack that many bodybuilders have secretly relied on for decades, but most seniors overlook: cottage cheese mixed with flax seeds, and a handful of berries. Here's why it matters. Cottage cheese is loaded with casein protein, the same slow-digesting protein we talked about earlier. But it also contains something extra powerful: glutamine. Glutamine is like the nighttime repair crew. Imagine your muscles are like a road that gets cracks and potholes during the day from walking, lifting, even just carrying groceries. Glutamine is the repair crew that comes in during the night shift, patching those cracks, filling those holes, and keeping the road smooth so traffic can keep moving. Without enough glutamine, recovery slows, and over time, that road crumbles. But the benefits go beyond just muscles. Glutamine also fuels your immune system, and as we age, the immune system weakens. That's why seniors get sick more often, or take longer to bounce back. By feeding your body glutamine at night, you're not only repairing muscle, you're also arming your immune soldiers so they're ready to defend you tomorrow. Now let's add flax seeds. These tiny seeds are packed with fiber and plant-based omega-3s. The fiber slows digestion even further, stretching out the release of protein all night long. And the omega-3s? They help reduce inflammation, the hidden fire that burns away muscle tissue as we age. Think of flax seeds as the fire extinguisher in your overnight recovery plan. And then come the berries. Not just sweet decoration. They're loaded with vitamin C and powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. These compounds are like bodyguards for your cells, fighting off oxidative stress, the kind of microscopic rust that makes muscles weaker, stiffer, and slower to recover. Add just a handful of blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries, and you're layering on a shield of protection while also making the snack taste delicious. I remember a 68-year-old patient of mine who was constantly fatigued. She felt her muscles took forever to bounce back after simple activities, like gardening or walking. We introduced a nightly routine of cottage cheese with flax and berries. Within 3 months, she reported not only more energy, but also fewer colds and quicker recovery after exercise. Her blood tests even showed improved markers of inflammation. That's the kind of transformation a simple bedtime snack can deliver. But hold on. As powerful as this is, the next food on our list is even simpler. It's something almost everyone has in their fridge, yet it hides a nutrient that acts like the on switch for muscle growth. A switch that, for most people over 60, has been turned off for years. Now let's move to something incredibly familiar, yet surprisingly powerful. 2 boiled eggs paired with half an avocado. Why is this such a game changer? Because eggs are what nutritionists call a complete protein. That means they contain all 9 essential amino acids in the exact proportions your body needs to build muscle. Think of an egg as a perfect brick, already shaped and ready for your body to stack into strong muscle tissue. But there's more. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of choline. Choline is like the electrical wiring that connects your brain to your muscles. Without enough choline, the signals from your brain don't travel efficiently, and your muscles respond more slowly and with less power. That's why many older adults feel their coordination slipping. Not because their muscles are gone, but because the communication lines are weak. Adding eggs back into the diet is like rewiring the connection, restoring faster and stronger signals between the nervous system and the muscles. Egg yolks also contain vitamin D, which acts like a supervisor for muscle building. Without enough vitamin D, protein synthesis slows, and the risk of weakness and falls skyrockets. Many seniors are deficient in vitamin D because of reduced sun exposure, so eggs provide a natural and much-needed boost. Now let's bring in the avocado. If eggs are the bricks, avocado is the cement that holds those bricks together. It's loaded with magnesium and potassium, minerals that keep muscles contracting smoothly and prevent painful cramps. Magnesium also plays a huge role in recovery, helping muscles relax so repair can happen overnight. On top of that, The avocado's healthy monounsaturated fats slow digestion, ensuring the protein from eggs is released gradually, drip-feeding muscles as you sleep. Those fats also boost absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, like the vitamin D from the eggs, giving you more bang for your buck. I once had a 70-year-old patient who complained that every time she climbed stairs, her legs would tremble halfway up. She started adding this egg and avocado combo 3 nights a week. Within 2 months, not only did the trembling improve, but her balance tests were dramatically better. Proof that sometimes the simplest foods can rebuild the foundation of strength. Sounds impressive, right? But the next food on our list will surprise you even more. Because it doesn't just feed your muscles, it actually helps you fall asleep faster and stay asleep deeper, unlocking the very growth hormones no sleeping pill can ever give you. Now we come to a bedtime ritual that feels almost ancient, yet is backed by modern science. A warm cup of bone broth enriched with collagen peptides. Why is this such a powerhouse? Because bone broth contains unique amino acids, glycine and proline, that most other protein sources simply don't deliver in meaningful amounts. Glycine, in particular, plays a double role. First, it acts as a neurotransmitter that gently calms your nervous system, lowering your core body temperature and easing you into deeper sleep. Think of it as a natural switch that tells your body, it's safe, it's time to recover. And here's the kicker. When you sleep deeply, your body releases more growth hormone, the very hormone responsible for repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue. No pill can replicate that natural surge. Proline, on the other hand, works with glycine to rebuild the scaffolding of your connective tissue. And this is where collagen comes in. Collagen is like the steel framework of a suspension bridge. If the steel is weak, the bridge shakes, cracks, and eventually collapses. In your body, collagen is that framework, holding muscles, joints, ligaments, and tendons together. Without enough collagen, the structure fails, and what you feel is joint pain, stiffness, and loss of muscle support. That's why adding collagen peptides is such a smart move. Unlike regular collagen, peptides are broken down into smaller pieces, making them easier to absorb. Within an hour, they're circulating in your bloodstream, ready to be used as raw materials for rebuilding muscle and joint tissue. I remember a 66-year-old patient who had nearly given up walking long distances because of knee pain. We added bone broth with a scoop of collagen peptides to her nightly routine. 3 months later, she was walking her dog every morning. No pain, no limp. Her story isn't unique. Clinical studies have shown that combining collagen peptides with light exercise leads to stronger muscles and improved mobility in older adults compared to exercise alone. And let's not forget the psychological side. A warm drink before bed carries its own comfort, almost like a signal to your body and mind that it's time to wind down. That soothing ritual reduces stress, lowers anxiety, and sets the stage for a night of true recovery. And now, we're down to number 1. It's not fancy, it's not expensive. In fact, it's probably sitting on a grocery store shelf right now. But inside, it carries a treasure chest of nutrients so effective for muscle preservation that supplement companies would rather you ignore it. And finally, we arrive at the most surprising food on this entire list: sardines served with almond crackers. At first glance, it might seem too ordinary, even humble. But don't let appearances fool you. This combination is like a treasure chest in disguise. Sardines are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. In just one small can, you get over 20 grams of complete protein. That's every single essential amino acid your muscles need to repair and grow. Think of sardines as a fully charged battery, delivering energy and building blocks straight into your muscle fibers. But that's not all. Sardines are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These aren't just healthy fats you hear about on commercials. They're the firefighters of your body, rushing in to put out the flames of chronic inflammation. And inflammation is one of the silent killers of muscle tissue in older adults. By cooling those flames, Omega-3s protect the integrity of your muscle cells, keeping them stronger, longer. Then there's vitamin D and calcium, two nutrients that work together like partners in crime fighting. Vitamin D acts as the key, unlocking your muscle cells so they can absorb calcium properly. Calcium, in turn, is the spark that makes muscle fibers contract. Without enough calcium, muscles feel weak and unresponsive. Without enough vitamin D, calcium never makes it to where it's needed. Sardines provide both, in forms that are naturally balanced for absorption. And here's a bonus. Because you eat the tiny edible bones of the sardine, you're getting a calcium source that's far easier for the body to use than most supplements. Now pair those sardines with almond crackers, and you supercharge the effect. Almonds are rich in magnesium, which relaxes muscles and prevents cramps, essential for overnight recovery. They also provide additional protein and vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects muscles from oxidative stress. And because the crackers add fiber and healthy fats, they slow digestion, ensuring a steady release of amino acids all through the night. Think of them as the switch that keeps your recovery engine running steadily until morning. What makes this snack even more remarkable is how practical it is. Many seniors avoid dairy because of lactose intolerance, which puts them at risk of calcium and vitamin D deficiency. Sardines solve that problem in one simple, affordable serving. No pills, no powders, just real food with nutrients in their natural form. I once had a patient in his late 60s who had been struggling with brittle nails, muscle weakness, and nighttime leg cramps. He was convinced he needed expensive supplements. Instead, we added sardines with almond crackers 3 nights a week. Within 2 months, his muscle cramps disappeared, his grip strength improved, and his lab tests showed better vitamin D levels, all without a single supplement bottle. That's the hidden power of this humble food. It's cheap, it's overlooked, but it can rebuild strength and resilience in ways most people would never imagine. You've now discovered the 5 powerhouse foods that protect your muscles while you sleep. But here's the question I often get from my patients. Doctor, how do I actually fit these into my daily routine without feeling overwhelmed? So let me give you a simple 3-step nightly blueprint that ties everything together. Step 1. Timing is everything. Aim to have your bedtime snack about 60 to 90 minutes before sleep. That way, digestion is underway, but your stomach isn't uncomfortably full. Think of it as giving your night shift workers the materials right before they clock in. Step 2. Rotate, don't repeat. You don't have to eat the same food every night. In fact, variety is better. It ensures you cover all the nutrients your body needs. For example, Monday, Greek yogurt with walnuts and cinnamon. Tuesday, cottage cheese with flax and berries. Wednesday, eggs with avocado. Thursday, bone broth with collagen. Friday, sardines with almond crackers. Then repeat the cycle. This keeps it exciting and sustainable. Step 3. Pair it with lifestyle habits. No food works in isolation. Combine your evening snack with hydration, a glass of water or herbal tea to prevent cramps. Light evening movement, a short walk or gentle stretching to stimulate circulation. Good sleep hygiene, dim lights, cooler room, no late caffeine. These small add-ons create the perfect environment for your bedtime foods to do their job. And here's the bonus secret most people overlook. Consistency beats intensity. You don't need to eat all 5 foods at once or expect miracles overnight. It's the steady, night-after-night rhythm that rewires your body toward growth instead of decline. Imagine this. 90 nights from now, you wake up, grab a jar from the top shelf without straining, climb stairs without trembling, or hold your grandchild without fatigue. That's the real payoff. So there you have it. 5 simple foods, 5 powerful night guards that stand watch over your muscles while you sleep. Each one is like a loyal protector, making sure you wake up stronger instead of weaker. Now here's my challenge to you. Commit to 90 nights. 3 short months. That time will fly by anyway. But at the end of it, you'll face one of two realities. Either you're weaker, more tired, and less steady on your feet, or you're stronger, more confident, and waking up ready to take on the day. The choice is yours. And if this video gave you even one idea to try, do me a favor. Hit the like button. That one simple click could help this message reach someone you care about. Maybe even save them from losing the strength they still have. And don't forget to subscribe, because every single week I'll be pulling back the curtain on more of these hidden truths. The kind of insights few people talk about. But that can make all the difference for your health, your independence, and your future. Stay strong, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video.